If you recently got a shampoo bar or you're thinking about making the switch, but you really don't know what to do or how to use it, don't worry, I got you. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Barbara, and over the past 5 years, I've transformed over 20,000 heads of hair through curl coaching or my curly hair subscription, Curls Monthly. And today I'm walking you through the do's and the don'ts of using shampoo bars. While I'm going to literally show you exactly what to do and what not to do. So let's get started. In a minute, I'm gonna get in the shower and I'm going to hop in and show you literally, like physically, exactly how to use a shampoo bar. First, let's break down some shampoo bar facts. As you know, the beauty industry has a giant plastic bottle issue, and shampoo bars are way better environmentally friendly options. And not even that, they're also extremely concentrated, so a shampoo bar might be a lot smaller. It'll take a lot smaller of a space than a bottle of shampoo would, but there's actually more formulation in that little bar. And that is because most regular shampoos contain up to 70 to 80% of just straight water. If you're looking to help the environment, definitely a great thing to switch to non-plastic. And also, then there's not plastic on the bottles, and there are theories that like microplastics can get into your hair products and then you get them into your pores. So if that's you and you're looking to eliminate that too, shampoo bars are also a great way to go. So today I'm going to be using the curl defining shampoo bar from Ethique because I have curly hair. So obviously I'm going to be using their shampoo bar for curly hair. Shampoo bar is perfect for curly hair because it's going to give a more medium to a gentle cleanse. It also contains cocoa butter and shea butter pretty high up on the ingredient list, which is going to really hydrate your curls. So it's definitely a like kind of juicier, I don't want to say heavier because it is still a good cleanse. Like it's not a co-wash, but it is like in that regard, a juicier, more moisturizing shampoo than maybe another shampoo would be. Definitely great for dry hair, great for rough hair. It also has clean ingredients, so it's paraben-free, silicone-free, SLS-free, and it's also vegan and cruelty-free. And not only is the actual bar sustainable, but the packaging is also sustainable. So it's fully recyclable and compostable. Literally one of these shampoo bars saves up to 3 plastic bottles. It's also just so cute. It reminds me of like Lucky Charms or something. And Ethique alone has prevented over 41+ million bottles from being produced. It's definitely a shampoo that's going to be safe for color treated hair. It's also proven when used with their conditioner bar, which I also have, to increase shine by up to 70%. So that's really cool. We're definitely going to be looking out for that on my hair because my hair is rough and doesn't really tend to get shiny. So if we can get my hair shiny, I call it a success. And obviously if you're here and you don't have curls, Ethique offers a lot of other shampoo bar options. I know I had my eye on, they have like a clarifying shampoo and conditioner bar. I need to try that myself. But they have a quiz on their website where you can go and find your perfect shampoo and conditioner bar match. But what I always say is that you should actually have a few different types of conditioners and shampoos to use on your hair depending on what it needs that day. Okay, so let's head into the shower. I'm gonna walk you through the do's and don'ts of shampoo bars in there, so let's go. Welcome to my shower. So obviously my hair is already all wet. I just got under the shower head. So that actually takes me to my first don't, which is to don't apply your shampoo bar to damp or dry hair. This might seem obvious to you, maybe it doesn't, maybe it does, but you want your hair to be dripping, soaking wet. A lot of times people with curly hair have low porosity hair or hair that, you know, just is thick, takes a long time to get wet. And so what they'll do is they'll like dip their head under the shower for what they think is enough time, but it's not really enough time. So you really, really want your hair to be dripping, sopping wet, completely all the way through wet. So that takes me to my second don't. Don't just apply the bar dry to your wet hair. Your wet hair is not going to make the bar wet enough, and it's going to give uneven distribution. So it's going to make a really big sud lather right here and nowhere else. Do wet the bar. Just like that is plenty. Wetting both the bar and the scalp is going to make even product distribution. It's going to encourage the lather and just make a much smoother application. You'll see what I mean in a second. The next don't is don't apply the bar the entire time. So you're supposed to shampoo your hair for like 2 minutes or so. And what you certainly don't want to do is shampoo your hair with this in your hand for the entire 2 minutes. You just want to get it on your scalp like I am now, put it to the side, and then massage in. So the do is to apply to your scalp and then massage with your fingers, just like I'm doing right now. So I've been massaging this on my scalp for about 1.5 minutes now, and if you're massaging it for that long and not getting a lather, that's probably because you have a lot of buildup on your hair. So that leads me to my next do and don't. Do shampoo twice. So I do a lather, rinse, repeat action. So I just lathered this on my scalp. Now I'm going to rinse it. Then I just re-wet this and I'm gonna repeat that all over again. So what you don't want to do is just shampoo once. You can already tell, I can already feel it, that just by doing this again is actually making the shampoo lather. And that's exactly what you want. You want to see a little bit of a lather. So yeah, now you can see a nice lather forming, and that means that the product is cleansing, which is why I always recommend shampooing twice. So my next don't is don't just apply to the ends. I see a lot of people, they'll take their hair and they'll just like, shampoo like that. That causes a lot of knots in your hair, which then cause breakage. We don't want that. So I always recommend shampooing just your roots. And if you absolutely need to, you can kind of bring some down to the ends. But for the most part, you're really just focusing it on the roots. So this has been in my hair. I've massaged it all in. And I think I've gotten a pretty good lather going on. It definitely is very moisturizing. So that leads me to my next do and don't. Don't just quickly go under the shower head and pretend like it's all rinsed out. It really does take kind of a long time to actually get product out of your hair, especially depending on how thick it is. So you really need to be under the faucet for like a good 2 minutes for it to actually come out. Now that it's all rinsed out, my hair does feel pretty clean. It doesn't feel too moisturized, which I definitely like. So my next don't is you don't want to just store your shampoo bar in the shower like on a ledge. The issues with that is that when you're taking a shower, the water will kind of get on the shampoo bar and will kind of dissolve it, making it not last as long. So what you do want to do is store it up high, away from the water, in a dry place. Just wet it when you're ready to use it. Okay, so that is the do's and don'ts of a shampoo bar. I'm gonna finish my curl routine and I'll show you what everything looks like when we're done, because I'm really looking for that 70% and increased shine. Please and thank you. All right, here is the final result. It definitely increased the shine on my hair. My hair feels really nice. It feels juicy, it feels healthy. Although the shampoo felt like it was going to be really heavy on my hair, it definitely did not result in heavy hair. Like once I rinsed it out, my hair definitely felt clean. Definitely gave that medium cleanse like the ingredients showed. But those are my do's and don'ts of shampoo bars. But if you think I missed anything, definitely drop them in the comments, or of course any shampoo bar questions, drop it in the comments as well. And I'll see you next time.